here with Cyrus Foote from the Foote Brothers. Cyrus, thank you for joining me today and for really jumping right into illumination.
Yeah, I mean, we're happy to be a part of this celebration. And as we were just discussing, it's like this ongoing, evolving thing this year that keeps expanding. And yeah, we're excited about it.
Great. So you're doing 2 different projects this year. So let's talk first about the Paddle of Lights.
Okay.
What is this invitation? Tell us.
I'll start out by saying that like my family has been involved in helping to get people out on the Ipswich River for 3 generations now.
Wow.
And it's a really amazing and beautiful resource that we have like flowing right through the middle of our community. And we actually have people from like all over the tri-state area and even the world that come to visit this beautiful river ecosystem.
I love that grounding. Thank you for that.
Yeah, and so we're always trying to get more people, especially in the Ipswich community, to get out and enjoy this resource in different kind of ways. Now, we service mostly the upper part of the river, which is around the Audubon Society Nature Reserve, and also Bradley Palmer. But this year we're partnering with the town to come down and bring some of our boats down into the downtown area to be a part of the Ipswich Illumination. And to get people out on the water there and enjoying that section of the river.
Rarely do you ever see anybody in a self-motorized boat in that downtown area, and it's so wonderful.
It's pretty rare. I think there's some people that have some docks along the water there that maybe have some kayaks and SUPs.
Up above the dam, yes.
Yeah.
But sort of in that downtown area, it's very.
Yeah, it's pretty rare. It's not very common. So we're gonna try it out this year and see how it goes.
Yes.
And we're working with you and also with the Ipswich PD to make it like a safe activity and to get people involved in the Ipswich Illumination, like to become more of a part of it. Because as you mentioned at one point that the kayaks are going to be like lit up.
Wonderful,
yeah,
yes.
So
this idea of becoming part of the light and becoming part of illumination rather than a spectator or a consumer.
Yeah.
I love that invitation. Yeah. So if I wanted to experience Ipswich Illumination, buy a kayak, how would I go about making a reservation, and where do I have to go to?
Yes, we are going to. Well, as I said before, it's a little bit of an experiment because it's our first year doing it. But we got permission from, I don't remember the name of the real estate office, but it's just there on the other side of Choke Bridge.
Yes.
Towards the Cranes
Beach,
Argilla Road.
The building where J. Barrett is.
J. Barrett, yes. So behind J. Barrett Real Estate, we have a setup and an access area close to the river.
Wonderful.
And so anybody that wants to come down on the nights that we're down there and the nights that we're celebrating Ipswich Illumination, they can rent from us directly by the hour. We'll have a whole bunch of kayaks down there. Awesome. And also, if they know they want to have a kayak in advance, they can just give us a call and we can make sure that we have something available.
Oh, that's
for
a great
them.
idea. I love that. So people can make a reservation so they know for sure they're going to get the hour that they want.
Yes.
Or people can just be motivated by the moment and pop over, and hopefully there'll be something available for them.
Yeah, then it's just a first come, first served basis. We'll have a limited amount of boats down there in that area. Mm-hmm. So if you know that you want to come, then definitely give us a call at 978-356-9771, and we can set up a reservation for you and make sure we got a boat there available.
Awesome. So I've been enjoying illumination for years, and as the night sort of concludes, but the fires are still glowing, I've always made it a point to have my kayak at the ready and pop it in the river and make my way up the river to just absorb the lights and the afterglow. So I think it's really great that Foote Brothers is making that possible for everybody.
Yeah, I think it's going to add an exciting element to it because I think we've all really enjoyed the experience of walking along the river walk there, which is another beautiful experience that we get to have and enjoy and expand upon.
Yes.
And also to become a part of it and
it's amazing the shift of perspective, how much it changes everything.
Yeah, definitely to see it from a different space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. So that is the first component.
That's the first part.
The first collaboration that the Foote Brothers is bringing to illumination.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Labor in Vain Challenge.
The Labor in Vain Challenge is a little different. It's not as leisurely. So that one, we're going to be bringing our boats down to Pavilion Beach. And that's going to be Saturday morning at 10, I believe, right? That's where we settled with
October 26th. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the idea is that we're going to be kind of creating like a paddling challenge or a rally and inviting everybody that wants to join with their self-powered craft to paddle as a group up the Ipswich River against the outgoing tide. So hence the name.
Therein lies the rub. Yes.
Yeah.
The labor in vain.
Yeah.
Yes.
To the wharf.
Yes.
Which is where there's going to be a big celebration.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the victorious paddlers who triumph in this exercise will be greeted by none other than the Labor in Vain Band.
Oh, really?
Which is so
yes, great.
apropos. So
Yeah.
we're thrilled about that. So the Labor in Vain Band starts at the wharf at noon.
Yeah.
So this challenge is interesting that the start time is kind of a casual invitation. Of course, thinking that if you're on a stand-up paddleboard or if you're in a rowing shell or a kayak or a canoe,
Yeah.
these different self-motorized boats are going to have different sort of travel speeds, not to mention, the fitness of the rower themselves. And
Yeah,
so
of course.
this wonderful idea of people put in strategically, as they will.
Yeah.
But the name of the game, the big win, is to arrive as close to high noon at the wharf.
Yes.
Yes. And so we were talking, as we were dream scheming this, about possibly encouraging people to wear costumes. But we were reminded, and rightly so, that life jackets were going to be required.
Yeah.
It is the law when the water temperatures are certain. How does that work?
Yes. After Labor Day, it's required that if you're on the water, you have a life jacket on.
So the compromise was to invite people to wear hats of all varieties,
Yes.
right? And because it's not a competition per se, it's a challenge, we thought it would be fun to recognize funniest hat, best hat. We don't even know what the categories are, but if you come with a fabulous hat,
Yes.
You might be.
Bring your fabulous hats,
Yes, and wear them.
you may be rewarded.
Yeah. So fun. Such
Yeah.
a great spirit.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Sure, no problem. We look forward to it.
One last thing.
Yeah.
If I have my own kayak and my own life vest, I can put in at Pavilion and participate? Is that
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
okay, great.
anybody's welcome to come with their own equipment as
Yeah.
long as it's safe to do so. We'll be offering a full range of boats as well. And again, if you know that you want to use one of our boats, please give us a call and make a reservation so we can make sure that we bring it down, because we will have just a limited amount of boats there available on a first-come, first-served basis.
That seems like a really big challenge. And for those who might want to participate but might not be up for that full paddle, what do you think about allowing people or inviting people to put in at the Labor in Vain Bridge? And we call it the abridged version.
Sure. Sure, we could do that. I don't see why we couldn't, because it's not a competition.
Right.
The idea is that you're arriving at the wharf at 12
Yes.
in
Yes.
whatever manner of craft that is, and however fast you're going. And if you feel like you need to have the closer start,
Maybe it's
then
a
I think
starting
that
place,
sounds
right, for
fine.
this year.
Yeah.
And they can work up to it for next year. Cyrus,
Yes.
tell us, in a nutshell,
Yeah.
since we're introducing the Paddle of Lights
Yeah.
for the first time this year, what are the details? How do I get involved? How do I rent a boat and become part of the...
Yeah, of course. So the first weekend of Ipswich Illumination, October 10th and 11th, between the hours of 6 and 9, we're going to be bringing our kayaks down to 4 South Main Street. Okay. There's a parking lot there where we have access to the river. It's right by Chope Bridge. And we'll have a limited amount of kayaks available for first-come, first-served basis, rental by the hour. Or if you know that you would like to be a part of the Ipswich Illumination and see the celebration from the water, then give us a call and we can make a reservation, make sure we've got the right boat available for you. Okay. And the boats are going to be generously lit up by the town so that you can become a part of the Festival of Lights.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
So Friday and Saturday nights, that first weekend, from 6 to 9, 4 Union Street.
Yeah.
Call Foote Brothers to reserve in advance. or first come, first serve.
Yes,
The
we'll
night
have
of.
we'll have a whole bunch of single kayaks there with the paddles and the life jackets included with the rental. We'll be renting by the hour.
Yes.
But if you want something other than a single kayak, you want a tandem kayak or you want a canoe, you'll have to make that reservation in advance. Or if you know that you want to come down for sure, then just give us a call and we can make sure you have the boat available for you.
Great. It's a wonderful way to get people involved in that third dimension of illumination.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of people that get to explore that part of the river, so this is a good opportunity for that.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cyrus Foote.